Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your weekly Psychic Tarot and Oracle card reading. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, but only take the portions that are resonating with you. This is a general reading, and remember to check your rising and moon and Venus signs for a more complete picture. My readings, they do meld together, and there is a free birth chart calculator link on the very bottom of the description box below, and it can help you out with these kind of readings. Aries, I'd like to thank you so much for supporting my channel, the comments, the likes, the subscribes. I am so truly grateful. Thank you. Today you're going to get 5 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, 1 card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and 1 Divine Feather message. And now here's your first card. It's the general atmosphere. It's the background and the basis of the matter. Aries, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. This is Saturn in Taurus. This is having to step back and look at your prior investment. You're wondering if this is going to work out. It could be some anxiety, even about a loan or this investment. This has to do with a pause, a break. It's a reevaluation and looking back at what you've already accomplished. This is someone that's aiming for long-term growth and not those instant rewards. You may already know that if you let it ripen on the vine, it will be more sweet. But you're looking back and thinking about whether you're on the right path. Some readjustment may be needed. You're not failing, you are learning. This just is a timeout card. This could also be routines at work or an outside job or wanting more job satisfaction. Your second card, and this is the energy, that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. This is in the position of the crossing, which can bring in some tension. This can be an obstacle, but it's a really good card, so it's not much of an obstacle. This is water energy, Mars in Pisces. It's a shared love. This is manifesting a home or the feeling of home. It's a lasting happiness and contentment. This can be the best relationship you've ever experienced. This is the perfect human love. It's long term. And it's true love, and maybe it's better than you expected. The perfect relationship. You could also be finding that your family life is a source of joy. This is a happy home, a shared love with blessings, peace, and family, a grateful and joyous family. And it's having enough happiness to share with those around you. This is the ultimate. It's happiness from knowing that your family loves each other and a realization of what matters. It's counting your blessings. It's a happy ending. Homecoming. It's high days and holidays. Could even be a wedding. It's a rainbow of promise. It's a lot of love that's both available to both give and receive. Spiritual connections in your relationships. 7 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups is a happy culmination that you've waited for or dreamed of. Your third card. This is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you're consciously aware of, Aries. The Page of Wands, fire energy. This is oftentimes an Aries card. Also could be a Sagittarius or a Leo. This is a trigger point. Has to do with something you're passionate about. It's a beginning. Something like a love affair or a project. It's a new phase in life. It can be a firm decision about a question. This is someone that's full of eagerness. It can also be a communication or a message about something that you want to achieve. This can be a proclamation, a declaration, an announcement, an initiation. This is the Fool's little brother, standing at the threshold of a newly inspired direction. And we always feel this page's influence when we're drawn to something that can accelerate our personal growth and enable us to be and express more of who we truly are. But pages lack follow-up. They can be children or immature. This can also be an aspect of personality that's just beginning to develop. It could also be an event. It's usually the beginning of something new and underdeveloped. As with the aces to the tens, the elements reflect the basic energy of the pages differently through each suit. He could stand for a child or a young person, or he could also symbolize a quick, intuitive, enthusiastic personality. He's daring and full of energy, and that associates him with Aries. You. The Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Wands is what you're waiting for is not quite ripe yet. It's waiting for your ideas to mature. Here's your fourth card. It's the position of the future. It's the outcome, the results, and the advice. Number 16 of the Major Arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Tower. Here's your card, Aries. Ruled by Mars, Pluto. Sometimes this can also be a Scorpio. You might even have Scorpio in your chart. This has to do with a surprise. It's a sudden shock. This can happen very quickly, being in the future position as a prediction. This is a prediction. This is you seeing the writing on the wall. And now it's out of your control. Those are yods hanging around. That's a divine influence. That couple is falling out. This is a change. It can be a conflict, some chaos. It's an overthrow of an existing way of life. It's a disruption that brings enlightenment. This is an upheaval of emotions, and it brings liberation. It also reveals weaknesses in a foundation. You can find a spiritual opportunity within this drama, this surprise. There's action and release and a shaking things up. It can be a shocking revelation, and also a swift and dramatic change. This can also be a rekindling of a situation or a relationship that has too long been ignored. But this is creating instability. Someone is questioning beliefs. There could be a shaky foundation. Maybe this was something that was not built to last the test of time. You'll need to build a foundation that is strong. There are unseen forces at work here. Someone could be falling or failing or losing a secure position. Could be experiencing an injury or a betrayal. This is someone that's detoxifying and driving out obstacles to a greater awareness. They're shaking up the status quo. They could even be angrily confronting or learning something the hard way. It's releasing pent-up emotions. There's something that you may need to let it crumble and let the light in. So shake things up. Maybe you do not believe that what is happening is for the best, but it is. You just need to rebuild and refocus because you're entering a new era. This is a wake-up call to be cautious. Seven of Pentacles with the Tower card is dealing with feelings of unworthiness. It could be anxiety about your expectations, maybe because they're so high. It could be a fantasy, you're wondering. This is possible hurt feelings or abuse. Your fifth card, it's the bottom of the deck card. It's the underlying issue. This is what's unseen. It's unseen, it's because it's something that you're not sharing with others, yet you are consciously aware of this, Aries. The Four of Pentacles, Earth energy. This is Capricorn energies. Capricorn could be in your chart or someone else's that you're dealing with. This has to do with balance and being cautious and trying to be stable and balance your resources, your time. You're being conservative. It's holding on and being defensive. This is a fixed attitude, and sometimes that limits and blocks new opportunities. But you're cautious and you're protecting your money and your boundaries. And the advice is to go with the flow, because your foundation is firm here. This is someone that might feel like they're stuck in a rut. They can relax about something that they're protective about. They can take a risk and get things moving again. But this is someone that may be in danger of becoming too stingy or holding on too much to feelings and not letting go. So you should be generous in wealth and spirit. This is someone that's really stubborn. They are holding on to what they know. They're keeping something in. Someone may see you as a keeper, or you see someone else as a keeper. They're balanced and they like to take care. This is someone that is financially stable and they're frugal. They're self-protective and stubborn. They're being comfortable. They could be holding on to money or conserving energy or resources. Could be protecting investments or looking out for yourself, even clinging to security and not letting go. There's a shadow to this card. It's not the reverse meaning. It's a shadow of hoarding or holding grudges or being miserliness. There's a fear of failure and self-absorption, which can keep you stuck. The Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles is a holding pattern. It's being stuck in a rut. So be prepared to work hard towards a goal. Ten of Cups with the Page of Wands is long-term happiness and restricted communication. It's trying to organize and bring people together, and it's looking forward to sending a message of an optimistic nature. The Ten of Cups with the Tower card is a turmoil between family members or close friends. This is sometimes some things need to fall apart to fall back into place. It's breaking apart to be put back together in a better way. The Ten of Cups with the Four of Pentacles represents family security, and you can relax about a special connection, and it's holding on to that perfect relationship. The Page of Wands with the Tower card, these are both Aries cards. This can be a message or a news that will cause you to make changes. It can be a shocking truth. It's a breakdown and examining feelings. It could also be unexpected sex. The Page of Wands with the Four of Pentacles is a communication that affects your stability. It's the early stages of business. It's holding on to what you are passionate about. The Tower with the Four of Pentacles can be fighting over money or stability. This is a surprise jolt that you keep to yourself. This is being unsettled, and it can represent vampiric energies and a disruption and a protection of the self. Here's your Wisdom of the Oracle card by Colette Baron Reed. Card number 33, Chaos and Conflict, Aries. Card number 33, Chaos and Conflict. Disarray, being at cross purposes with another, and the tension of opposites, and the value of chaos before order. Interesting. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind you parts of yourself that you no longer need, and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control, yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than just one side of a situation. Look upon this as a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Do not be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. Here's the relationship message. Stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that, deep down, you want to be resolved. Well, I always say, would you rather be right or be happy? And there's that 10 of Cups. So this is an opportunity or an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear, and you will be in a much better place than before, and the storm will have passed. Blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. Here's the prosperity message. Circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be assured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you, so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear to be that way now. In time you'll know this to be true. Well, that's 2 towers, that's definitely 2 same cards there. So here's your protection message. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. Here's your divine feather message from Allison D. Nicola, and this is the feather of Magpie, Aries. Reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. Magpie. Magpie is a messenger associated in folklore with great luck and fortune. These highly intelligent birds are also extremely social. The magpie takes much time carefully building its nest with great attention to detail. Magpie is legendary for its attraction to shiny things, which it collects and hoards. Thus, the bird is associated with a tendency for materialism or valuing things for their appearance. The magpie feather is a reminder that the world we live in tends to be obsessed with materialism too. The black and white of magpie shows us how important it is to find balance in the duality of our earthly and spiritual paths. The message of magpie feather is reminding us that any obsession with material things or achievements will not nurture our spiritual path. The latest and greatest home, car, or gadget will not help you get any closer to true contentment. Now is a good time to reevaluate where you are and notice if you have become distracted by the accumulation of physical things. This messenger also brings a promise of good luck by way of a magical opportunity. Finding a balance between the inner and outer worlds is a message of magpie, and the energies are materialism, balance, and good fortune. Thanks, you guys, Aries. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you guys out love and light and blessings. Hope you can feel it. Thanks for watching.